And the number one thing Lonzo Ball spends his millions on is Lonzo Ball is an American professional basketball player from the New Orleans Pelicans. Lonzo Ball was born in Anaheim, California in October 1997. He is a 6'6" point guard who started playing basketball at the age of 2 years old. Lonzo Ball attended Chino Hills High School, where he played with his brother LiAngelo and Lamelo Ball. Lonzo was named California Mr. Basketball in 2016 and was a McDonald's All-American. He played college basketball at UCLA for 1 year, where he was named the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year and won the Wayman Tisdale Award. Ball was named First Team All-Pac-12 and a consensus First Team All-American and led the NCAA in assists. Ball was drafted number 2 overall to the Los Angeles Lakers in the 2017 NBA Draft. He signed to his father's, LeVar Ball's, Big Baller brand and has his own shoe called the ZO2. In July 2017, Lonzo signed for a 4-year, $33 million deal with the Lakers. The deal will pay him an average of $8 million per year. From his big deals, his big bets, and everything in between, join us as we show you what Lonzo Ball spends his money on. But first, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed to the channel, make sure you turn on notifications as we are releasing new videos. Number 7. His NBA contract. While you technically can't spend money on getting an NBA contract in the literal sense, you can most definitely spend money trying to prepare yourself for the NBA and prove that you are worth it when it comes to getting drafted, and all for the faults that the Ball family has. Trust me, it's a lot of faults. You can't help but admit that when it comes to the hype, they know how to deliver it every single time. Though his college career wasn't the longest, he was without a doubt one of the most hyped players coming into the NBA when it was his turn at the NBA Draft. So much so that he was taken as the number 2 draft pick over and signed a rookie contract that was 4 years and $33 million in value. Now, many people will note that this time in the Lakers was very short-lived because they dumped him to get Anthony Davis, which was the superior player choice in every way. But that doesn't mean that his contract isn't still available. What's more, he's doing better with his new team in New Orleans by many metrics. His career is still young, and if he continues to improve, he's going to have more contracts with money heading his way. Number 6. Mansion. One of the most not-so-iconic things about Lonzo Ball getting drafted to the Lakers was that he was actually born and raised in the Los Angeles area via Chino Hills. So when he got that big contract, the NBA, he went and spent over $5 million on a massive mansion for him and his father, the infamous LeVar Ball, and can live in and house their brand, the equally infamous Big Baller brand. According to the original listing, the house, which was built in 2005, had fallen into some despair and just needs a little TLC. Big Baller brand paid list price for the home purchased on August 31st. The house itself is a 3-story home with 8 bedrooms. The home itself is a 3-story home with 8 bedrooms and 8.75 bathrooms. It has amenities like fenced-in swimming pool, multiple balconies, a gym, gourmet kitchen, home theater, and an elevator. In short, this is the perfect home for the Big Baller brand, and they can fix it up how they desire in order to get the big payoff and style that they feel they deserve. And when it comes to LeVar Ball, he feels he deserves a lot. Number 5. LA Live Condo. What's that? You think the Big Baller brand would be satisfied with just one home? You'd be wrong, because not only does Lonzo Ball go and get that mansion in Chino Hills, he went to the Ritz-Carlton and bought himself a condo for him to live in as well, because of course he did. According to the Los Angeles Times, the Lakers guard purchased a $1.6 million condo at the Ritz-Carlton residence at LA. The 1,700 square foot unit has 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, with access to a rooftop pool and city views. The high-rise tower is located just blocks from the Staples Center. One of the reasons he no doubt did this was because of the clientele that he had next to him, including former Lakers co-owner Jim Buss and the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. So if you're keeping score, in the course of a year and just after getting the big NBA contract, he went and spent about $7 million on homes that he only uses now in the off-season because he plays for New Orleans now. And that, children, is why you don't rush to buy things in regards to your early sports career, because you never know how long you're going to last or how long you'll be in a certain spot. Number 4. Shoe deal. As noted, one of the things that is most associated with Lonzo Ball is his father, LeVar Ball. To say that LeVar Ball is an idiot is an understatement. He is rude, crude, egotistical, and that's just what you'll learn by letting him talk on his own. But when it comes to his sons, like Lonzo, he's infinitely controlling. Such as when Lonzo came into the league and instead of signing with Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, or another high-ranking brand for a shoe, he instead got a reported $15 million deal to sell his own shoe via the Big Baller brand. Now, that may sound like a big thing and may sound like LeVar did right by his son, but in truth, he honestly didn't. The shoes weren't as hype as many hoped they would be. The pairs cost $495 per, and the quality wasn't there. If he had signed with the other brands like he wanted to, and he even wore those brands during the NBA Summer League, he would have likely gotten more money long term. So, in this case, his deal was bad because of his father, and now he's probably spending money on shoes that could have just been given to him if he signed a proper deal. Number 3. The cars. Continuing on with the Big Baller brand's purchases, it's fair to say that his family has a knack for getting cars. Specifically, they like high-quality foreign cars. So at least LeVar and crew have tastes in that regard. If you were to look at all the cars that they have gotten and paraded around the LA area and more, you'll see that they are actually quite numerous and expensive. We're talking about cars from Ferrari, Bentley, Lamborghini, and more. And when it comes to each of the Balls, they have their own cars that help define them. Such as when Lonzo spent a chunk of cash on a 2018 Dodge Challenger Demon that cost a very pretty penny. But that's not all that he's gotten. After his contract signing, he spent $400,000 on a Rolls-Royce for himself. Then, as a Christmas gift to his father, he got the same Rolls-Royce for him so that he too could enjoy it. And that's still only scratching the surface of the cars that they have, and the no doubt millions that have been spent so that they could ride in style. They may be loud in nature, but it's clear that they are very rich and aren't afraid to show it. Number 2. Tattoos. If you were to look at Lonzo Ball in his rookie season in the NBA, and then look at him in his second season and now third seasons, you'll see him in a much different light, and not exactly in the good way. You'll notice that the once clean-skinned look of the baller is now very much tattooed to high heaven. Seriously, in his rookie season, he had like no tattoos on his arms, and now he's got tattoo sleeves as they are known, or arms that are so full of tattoos that he clearly looks like he's wearing something. These are not cheap, and they're not very time-consuming. Many feel this was an edict from his father in order to get more of a signature look, which he now technically has. One of the tattoos he has, though, is the infamous Big Baller brand logo, which is a bit of a double-edged sword. Why? Because the NBA has very strict rules about what can and cannot be on a player in clothing or in ink, especially if it promotes an independent brand that isn't associated with the NBA, just like the Big Baller brand. But because of that, he has had to literally put a bandage on the tattoo, else face a fine from the NBA. Another bad idea from the man known as LeVar Ball. Either way though, his looks haven't exactly improved either, as his debut year of the new look had him doing technically worse than his rookie year. The Lakers weren't better even with LeBron James, and he got traded the next year. And the number one thing Lonzo Ball spends his millions on is traveling. Finally, if you pay attention to the antics of the Ball family, you'll see that they're almost always on the go. And this is because Lonzo has brothers that are also on the rise and likely to make the NBA, especially if their father has anything to say about it, and one of them is actually playing for an international team right now. So because of that and their business ventures, the Balls go and do a lot of traveling. And that's okay in context, but you can't help but think because of their brand that they travel first class or rent out top-class vehicles so that they are represented right. And that means Lonzo and family shell out a lot of money to get around. So what do you think? What do you think of these things that Lonzo Ball has spent his money on over the last few years? Are you surprised by what he has gotten or has been forced to get? What do you think his NBA career is going to be going forward? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and thank you for watching Lux, the channel dedicated to all things rich and luxurious. If you like this video, make sure you check out some of our other videos, and to be notified when we release new videos, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time.